Michael, a special week for yourself, your family, your workers and Country Crest.
Yes,
What's
Gareth.
happening?
We're very fortunate in Ireland to being able to host the 11th World Potato Congress in Dublin. It has been the combination of many years of hard work from securing the bid first of all, to working on the whole programme, and then to attracting people to come to Ireland. So it was the Irish Potato Federation,
Yes.
which I'm the present president of,
Yes.
that were the host body that brought it here. And I suppose it's the Olympics of the potato world, really.
That's it, because this is a big thing in the potato
Yes.
industry.
Yeah.
And Ireland has a long tradition associated with the potato.
Ireland has a huge tradition with the potato, as
Yeah.
you know, and I suppose that's what helped us to attract it to come to such a small country in the whole potato world as such. And in 1845, the Irish potato famine started when potato blight came here, and so many people were dependent on potatoes for their diet. And a lot of people starved, over 1 million people starved, and 1.5 million people emigrated from this island.
Yes, they left.
They left.
And that was a big percentage of the people.
Absolutely it was.
You know.
We dropped down to 3 million people after that, and it's only just recovered back to where it was pre-famine times. So those people scattered to all over the world.
That's right.
And it's estimated now that there's over 70 million descendants of that 1.5 million people living on every corner of the planet.
How important is the potato to the Irish farming industry?
It's a hugely important crop. It's actually the third most important crop in the world, behind wheat and rice.
Really? I didn't realise
Yes,
that.
and China being the country that grows the most potatoes on the planet. And unfortunately, as you know, this terrible war in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukraine is the third country in the world that grows the most potatoes, and then Russia is number 4. So it is very significant.
But having this event here, it's been going on all week. There's been delegates from all around the world. But today is slightly different. Today, you guys have are sort of, it's like a, I don't know how to describe it, it's like an open day for potato growers in all of Ireland. Or tell us a little bit about what's happening
I suppose
today.
with the Congress, we were fortunate enough, and we had a fabulous working committee headed up by Liam Glennon, who has worked tirelessly on this project for the last 5 years to make it work properly. And we had just over 1,000 guests come from all over the world to Dublin this week to attend the Congress. But I think it was important that we marked the event, or the great event that it is, with having a day for our Irish growers and people who's involved in the industry here in Ireland. So that's what today is about. And I suppose when you host an event like this in this country, you need sponsors. And we were very fortunate in having, first of all, the government bodies to be there.
Of course.
And then our own federation members who rode in behind the event. And then we had to bring in the trade people to help bring this together. So 2 of the main anchor sponsors of the event have been John Deere and Grimmy. And as you can see, they have a huge presence here today on the field today. And really what we're doing here today is we're bringing people back together again. As you know, Gareth, COVID has had a detrimental effect on social gatherings. And this is very much a social gathering today, bringing people together to have just a day out.
Be able to talk, look around some new kit, chat to some of the manufacturers. And I mean, John Deere and Grimmy, well, Grimmy, that's what they do.
That's what they do,
It's what they do. And I mean, look
it's their bread and butter.
Look at this bit of kit here, a 4-row, is it a 470 very Trump platter, like that's creme de la creme stuff there.
And we're very fortunate to have them here for people to view today.
But it's good that they're here because it's what they do, and they're in a position to showcase their thing. And John Deere also, as a manufacturer, a global superpower in manufacturing and all their latest technologies, and also like it's important that these guys endorse and are at this event, and they are at it in style. But not only that, Michael, you've put together, potato, section potato through the ages with all older John Deeres out there. You have
Gareth, that was put together by our good friends and neighbours, who brought their John Deeres together. And spearheaded by Peter Gaffney, who has green blood running through his veins.
Pretty much, we cut him open and run glory. He would bleed green,
So when he was unleashed with the opportunity to do something like this, he rounded up all the troops, including the Rogers brothers, our neighbour Podge Fagan up the road, Jim Farrell, and the Campbell brothers. So there's plenty there for everybody to see.
Yeah. But it's great to see that the industry is going well, because you've been saying to me that as an industry and the consumption of potatoes is decreasing. We want you're wanting to push and give it the limelight that it deserves, because it's a great crop to grow.
Yeah, it's a great crop to grow, and it doesn't have food miles because it's native people who are growing it for their neighbours as such, and it's a cheap way of feeding a family. But it's got an expensive crop to grow now, and we have concerns that the consumption is dropping back a bit. And really, it's events like this and having the World Congress in Dublin that we want to put the spotlight back on the potato, and really put the spotlight back on Irish food, both north and south. But
you've had some, some visitors over the week, like from the top, and hence looking at some of the flags that's flying high behind us.
We've been very fortunate in having some very important visitors, Cara, and some of them came here yesterday. We had the Director General of the WHO, the World Health Organization, visit us.
And he's had a few tough years.
And he's facing a huge challenge now with world hunger. And that's the potato can play a massive part in feeding the third world. And that's why there's a focus now. And over the course of this week, the Irish Potato Federation signed a charter with the third world through the WHO to spearhead some new projects in Ethiopia and other places in Africa. So that will be a good thing that will come out of it.
Yes.
And then I suppose after that we have the European flag, and the body who helps us in all of these missions is Europatat, which is the European Potato Traders Association, and they had their Congress on Sunday and Monday before the World Congress.
Okay, yes.
So it was important to recognise that all our European friends came here to see us. And then, of course, we have the Irish flag, which doesn't need any introduction, both north and south.
But there's a Canadian flag there.
The Canadian flag is there because the home of the World Potato Organization is in Prince Edward Island in Canada. So that's where the headquarters is. And the next Congress is going to be held in Adelaide in Australia in 2024.
Okay.
So and then least but needed to be there is our own Country Crest farming flag.
I think that's the most important flag this week, because what you guys have done at Country Crest, and I mean, you know, your business, your brand Country Crest, eats, sleeps and breathes potatoes.
Yes.
That's what you do.
That's
you are at the forefront, and yes, you're the president of but your business, your brand, your livelihood has been built to a degree around potatoes. And
yes.
You know, it's a great opportunity for you to give back, so it's a very important flag to be flying, Michael.
Yeah.
I know you're a humble man, but I have to stand out and say this.
I think this event would not have been possible, or any of it really would not have been possible without the help of our own family and staff.
Of course.
And I want to just take this opportunity, Gareth, to thank my own family, Geraldine and the three girls, you know, having to row into something like this, and they've worked tirelessly
one of Michael's
on it.
ideas, you know.
so I think if I come up with any more brainwaves, I might be given the road the next time, but I really appreciate them. And then of course Gabriel and his family,
yes, of course,
who have given us the support to do this. And then it comes down to our own farm team, who have worked tirelessly on this event today to make it happen. Thomas and the gang, I'm deeply indebted to them. And then of course the whole wider staff of Country Crest.
Absolutely.
So I really appreciate that.
It's not just static stand as well. Granted, there was a little bit of rain last night, but
yes,
there's field demonstrations going on out there, and you know, of which this is where we're thankful to you for allowing us to bring one of our tractors to have in one of the machines. And
we really appreciate having your new.
It's great to get involved, because we want to help companies like yourself keep promoting it out there, but in the industry. And you know, let's say potatoes were reasonably responsible.
As you know, Gareth. There's a lot.
It's the fried ones. It's the fried ones that's the problem.
You have to remember, potatoes on their own don't have any fat value.
No, I think it's the oil and the fat and all the bit that goes around it. But no, potatoes are actually a very, very healthy food.
There was once a very famous chef who made the comment: no matter how expensive the steak is that you buy in a restaurant, and you have some fries or mashed potato with that, the first thing you will dig your fork into is a fry. It won't be the steak. So that's how important the potato is.
Absolutely. And you know, people that are here today are getting a chance to walk around, are getting a chance to look at the, you know, the history, the new machines, the Grimmy and the different traders, and they're able to walk inside and get a cup of tea and take a look at your new finished John Deere shade, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So you're a man who eats, sleeps and breathes tractors, and there, as you walk in through the door,
it's a disease, Gareth. And we can't get rid of it.
You're passing it on, but you know, and as you walk in through the door, there's an absolutely beautiful painting has just appeared, and you didn't know anything about this, and it's I suppose 3 generations. Is that the correct?
Yes.
Put into one picture, and it just really sets the tone.
Geraldine and the girls wanted to give me a surprise, which they did yesterday. With they got our local friend and artist, Paul Darcy, and they commissioned him to do a painting to mark this week. And it's a painting of 3 generations. My granddad, my own dad, who died 20 years ago, and myself, and it was overwhelming when I saw it yesterday, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Well, look, Michael, you don't do things by half. Congratulations, everybody I'm speaking to.
Thank you for being with us here today, Gareth.
No,
we really
pleasure.
appreciate
Wouldn't miss it.
It's great to have a great friend here.
Hey,
Thank you.
It's great to be able to shake hands again. Good man, thank you.
Thank you.